Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your guy Perrier, and we are back with another video. But this time, we're gonna do a hot take real quick. We're gonna do a hot take, and we're gonna do it on the living legend, Usher. Alright? Gotta do it on Usher. So yeah, let's go. Y'all, welcome back. Yo, like I said, we're gonna do a hot take today. We're gonna do it with a homie Usher, and albums that we're gonna actually compare against one another is gonna be Here I Stand and Raymond versus Raymond. You know, both of those albums came out within a few years span of each other. Obviously, Raymond versus Raymond was a follow-up to Here I Stand that was released back in 2008. Raymond versus Raymond came out in 2010. So I wanted to go back, just take a look, really just look at the track listings off of memory. Obviously, I played both of those albums top to bottom, you know, several times over the last few years. So I wanted to go back and take a look, see what I feel, you know, which album is really the better album, in my opinion, of course, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion. And of course, I wanted to do this because, you know, we're getting ready for a new Usher album, you know what I'm saying? Confessions 2, whatever he's gonna call it. And I just felt like, you know, let's just go ahead and go back. Let's go appreciate the legend. This is my appreciation to, you know, artists that I grew up on. All right, y'all, so the first album we want to go ahead and start off with is Here I Stand. I just felt like this album got a lot of flack from people when it came out. Obviously, it's the follow-up to Confessions, which is a super mega smash hit album that broke all types of records, and you know, so he had a lot to live up to, and he took 4 years off in between, and he was touring and stuff and doing a lot of his work. So he had a dope and long run with Confessions. So I think that's why it took so long to actually come back and drop Here I Stand. What do we have when we take a look at Here I Stand? You know what I'm saying? What singles did we have? So off of memory, of course, we had the super smash hit Love in This Club. I thought that was a dope single. It was great. I remember watching the video. It was crazy. You know, his dance routine at the end was crazy. His whole vibe. And I remember his look at the time. His look, you know, with the whole black on black and stuff, man. Bro, yeah, I tried to emulate that. I ain't even gonna lie. Like that was just a crazy look to me. The sneakers, the black shirt, the black leather jacket, crazy look. I think that's one of his most iconic eras as far as his look goes. I feel. Let me look at the album. Let's look at the track listing. So we had Love in This Club. That obviously went number 1. Young Jeezy. Now we had This Ain't Sex. This Ain't Sex was actually one of my favorite tracks off of that album. I really liked it. I like this MJ-esque feel and vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I messed with it heavy. You know what I'm saying? Trading Places was, I think, his last single off of that album. And I actually like that track as well. Very dope, sensual, sexy type track. I like the video as well, very creative. You know what I'm saying? Other tracks off of this. Now, Moving Mountains was crazy, dope. I think it's one of his best singles actually. It's actually one of my favorite Usher songs in general. I thought he did an amazing job. I thought it was a cool little cliffhanger that he did with Moving Mountains from the Love in This Club video. And I personally thought that single should have done way better than it's probably did at the time. But you know, I digress. We hear years later, it didn't get the appreciation that it deserved, but that's, you know, whatever. But I think this is honestly one of his best tracks off of this album in general. Probably like, you know, maybe top 10 easily on my list for Usher in general. For his whole lifespan of music, you know what I'm saying? What other gems do we have on this project? You know, What's Your Name was kind of okay with Will I Am. Was cool, you know what I'm saying? Something Special, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Love You Gently, good, feel good, soulful track, cool. Best Thing, that was featuring Jay-Z. I thought that was alright. Again, I feel like a lot of his songs on this actual album, it was cool, it was a great album, but he just really didn't hit the mark, I feel, on a few of these tracks. Like even looking at the track listing, all these tracks that I'm going down and down, they're really following up with one another. So it kind of like slowed down for me as I was listening, and even looking at it now, I'm not crazy about a lot of them. Before I Met You was dope. Dizzope. Now what else we got? His Mistakes, Dizzope. Neil with the Pen Game, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Appetite, Dizzope. Love that track. Danger on a Production, let's go. What's a Man to Do? That was cool. I liked it. Good, like kind of poppy track. Lifetime, I did like that track. It was a good, like good soulful, good beat. I think his brother produced that beat, if I recall correctly. Loving This Club Part 2 featuring Beyonce, Lil Wayne. That was real big actually for them. I wasn't crazy about it like that. It was cool though. Cool, you know what I'm saying? And Here I Stand, the actual track, he left that towards the bottom of this actual project. He had one bonus track, Will Work for Love. It was cool. I liked the melody on that one, but Here I Stand was actually one of my favorites off this album too. Very dope track. Loved it quite a bit. Yeah. So I mean, overall, rounding out that, went through the track list. Cool. For me, album was solid. I don't think it should have gotten as much flack that it did get, but you know, it's neither here nor there. It's one of those things, right? You know what I'm saying? People didn't really gravitate towards it. It held Confessions at such a high standard that this one, it just put Usher, I feel, in an awkward situation. And I really feel that his marriage with Tamika Foster at the time kind of hindered that. We all know the drill, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, one of those things. But musically speaking, this was a sound R&B project. It was cool. But you got to go ahead and check out Raymond versus Raymond. So let's go ahead and go through the track listing for Raymond versus Raymond. We'll just look at the deluxe edition. And for me, off the bat, we had Monstar. Monstar was definitely a favorite track of mine off of this album, and it started off with a bang. It was the first track on this album, one. And I just felt like, man, this is like the whole Usher vibe right here. Like, man, I think Jimmy and Jam and Jimmy, one of those. I forgot. I have it right here, y'all. Mine is drawing a blank, but you know, dudes that work with Janet Jackson, everybody, you know what I'm saying, the legends in themselves, dope. But I love Monstar. Let's see what else we got. Hey Daddy was cool. There Goes My Baby.
Crazy. One of his best tracks, Crazy.
Lil Freak, love that track. I love the flip that they did for Stevie Wonder. When I heard that, I heard like the leaks and stuff. You know how leaks came out back then. I heard the leak of probably on LimeWire. Man, I was like, yo, this is crazy. But Lil Freak didn't do that well on the charts. If my memory recalls correctly, it's probably on the top 50, top 40, one of those. So, but I loved it personally. And mind you, that's 4 tracks, and I already love most of them. She Don't Know with Ludacris, I actually like that. The bridge was crazy on that. That's probably the best part of the song. Don't At Me, you know. OMG, obviously his #1 smash hit. Probably, I think that was like his last #1 actually. But OMG was cool, you know. Probably got played out, but it was cool. It was a cool track. I think Well came harder. He did some work on Here I Stand, but they came back with the #1 hit with OMG. Mars versus Venus, crazy track. One of his best R&B tracks. Can't even like refute that. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, like, let me see. Pro Lover, love that track. Had a nice little Jamaican vibe or like island vibe or whatever. Cool, Fooling Around. Crazy Confessions vibe off of that track. Crazy. Papers, again, same vibe. Papers was dope too. Buzz single, if you will. That one did great, you know, without no video in itself. So that was crazy. So Many Girls, love that track. Guilty, love that track. Okay. Now listen, y'all. Okay is probably one of my favorite track on this project. One of them, at least. I still fight with it here and there, but Okay, when I heard Okay, I don't know, y'all. I know that track ain't a single, it ain't really, you know, ain't a major thing, but that's low-key one of my favorite tracks, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all favorite track is down below. You know, let me know what y'all thinking, because Okay For Me was one of my favorite tracks. I know that sounds crazy with everything else we had going on, but slick was. I love the beat, love the melody, love everything, the vocals, the harmonies, everything. Crazy. Making Love Into the Night was cool. We go down to the deluxe section. Love 'Em All was dope. DJ Falling in Love is dope. DJ Got Us Falling in Love is dope. Hot Toddy was dope with Jay-Z. That was a better follow-up with Jay-Z. Mind you, that's how I feel. Lay You Down. Cool. Lingering. Love Lingering. Crazy dope track. Another track kind of like This Ain't Sex on the last album. But Lingering was one of those dope MJ kind of inspired tracks, I feel. Get In My Car, Bun B, classic. Somebody to Love, we can throw that away. Justin Bieber. None against Justin Bieber and stuff, but at that time he's real popular, you know. I get why he put it on the album, but you know, we gonna throw that away. We gonna try to forget about that. Stranger, dope track. So this is deluxe. So that was a lot to digest, but when I look at that track listing and look at the impact and the feel of that, you know, the overall vibe of that track, you know what I'm saying? It was a great project, great follow-up. I think he won back a lot of fans even with this project. You know, at that time he was divorced, and he just came out with some solid singles, and people really gravitated towards the music, and you know, it showed in the numbers. He was killing it. But yeah, so where does that leave us? You know what I'm saying? Where does that leave us? So we had the 2008 track, Here I Stand. We had 2010, Raymond versus Raymond, and How Do I Feel? You know, how do I feel about those two going head to head? And for me, if I had to choose one over the other, I would have to give it to Raymond versus Raymond. It was just a better overall project, I feel. Way more tracks that really stuck, you know what I'm saying? I just had better music, you know. Here I Stand was dope. It was definitely a good project. But I just felt like Raymond versus Raymond really just a few notches above what he did on Here I Stand, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Tell me what y'all think down below in the comment section. I'm very eager to hear from y'all. And yo, thank y'all so much for checking out my video once again. Appreciate y'all so much, and I'ma see y'all on the next one. Peace.